But this is going to be a really electric game in the Big 12. We got number 17 TCU at number 19 Kansas at 11 o'clock on FS1. The line right now, TCU -7 and an over-under of 67.5. B, start us off for this game.
All right. I am a big Max Duggan guy, and it's not just because of last week. I felt like I've been watching this kid since he was a freshman starting at TCU, just waiting for him to finally kind of do what he's done. So I'm going to take TCU -7 here. I wouldn't say I'm like heavy on it, but at least a lean for sure. I feel like this is where the wheels start falling off for Kansas. I was so high on Kansas all year. And I know this game's going to be at Kansas, but like when we talk about like home field advantages, like is Kansas even like selling out their football games at this point?
They
like,
are now.
Maybe they are. Yeah, like
back-to-back sellouts.
Hey, you know what? So we'll see. But I think Max Duggan, this TCU offense, is just a different level of opponent that they've played or compared to what Kansas has played this year. So I feel like TCU, they've put up 38 plus in every single one of their games this year. Like that's just a lot of points. I'm not so sure that Jalen Daniels and this Kansas offense will be able to keep up. And defensively, I feel like TCU probably has the better defense. I don't have any stats to back up my take there, but like I'm taking TCU -7 here. I just think this is finally where like the wheels finally fall off for Kansas. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, but we're going to take the Horny Frogs here.
All right.
Horny Frogs, baby.
Sounds good. JT, what do you got for this game?
Sorry, it just between I rode him all last year, like or whatever for Drew Lock. The Horny Frog just got me.
There we go.
I'm riding Kansas until they lose, dude. I'm riding Kansas. Kansas is legit. They just beat Iowa State, who everybody knows is a title contender. And that's a good one. I also love the over here. Like, let's go. Let's just go. I think they might score 100 points.
Unreal analysis. Like, let's go.
I'm really jumping it up here. No, I just love Kansas. They're so solid. Their quarterback's really good. And TCU, I like Max Duggan. Don't love him. That's basically all I have on him. He makes mistakes at times. I just don't think he's perfect. And the Kansas quarterback is electric. So yeah, without a doubt, Kansas all the way.
JT confirmed doesn't like gingers. Just saying.
No,
he said it.
It's not that. It's just that he's a quarterback from Iowa. So I'm like, I know he can't be that good.
I don't know if he's ever been with a ginger. Now that I think about it,
been with one, but she was beat. Yo,
allegedly.
He might be anti-gingers. Like new head-breaking news.
Now
this dog's kind of ginger.
Yeah.
Question. You know the last QB that was from Iowa that was a Heisman Trophy finalist, Colin Klein.
I
forgot he was from Council Bluffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that.
Oh, Council Bluffs, bro. Everyone knows that place.
Yeah, the Bluffs, bro.
Yeah.
The Paris of the
How
Midwest.
could I forget?
So fucking stupid.
VFC, what do you got for this game?
Speaking of Kansas, Graham Mertz is from Kansas. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Stud.
I think he threw like 50 touchdowns and no interceptions his senior year of high school. Which he's way better now. Okay. I tweeted the meme last week of the Grim Reaper, and it was me coming for the Bills and coming for USC. And my last door is Kansas. I'm trying to take out Kansas. I don't know if you guys knew, but both of these teams are undefeated against the spread this year. TCU is only 4-0. Kansas is 5-0, I believe. I'm not really sure. But either way, both of these teams undefeated against the spread. Both these teams really good. I don't know. I want to bet TCU. TCU has proven that they can win on the road. I think that Kansas actually does have a home field advantage. I think that Lance Leipold has that place fired up. I don't know if you guys watched Game Day last week, but he was saying like apparently he told one of the assistant coaches that they were going to sell this place out and this will be their third straight sellout. game day is going to be there. I want to bet TCU, but this is probably a stay away from me. But I'll be really sad if I don't get in on the Kansas funeral. Like, if Kansas dies this week and I'm not in on it, I'm going to be pretty sad. So I might have to bet TCU. But I like TCU. I just don't love them. So, yeah, it's probably a stay away, but maybe it'll be a late ad on TCU. So we'll see.
All right. DJ, what do you got for this game?
I once asked my dad, wouldn't the government help us out? And he looked at me and said, you dumb son of a bitch. And that's what I'm looking at VFC and Chris, the Beast. I'm looking at you guys and saying, you
The
dumb
Beast.
son of a bitch. It's always Kansas. Kansas at home. TCU just had a blowout win and everyone's trying to be like, whoa, TCU, Max Duggan. No,
Dog too.
it's smoke and mirrors, my guy. You got to go through the smoke. You got to dodge the mirrors. It's Kansas. They're going to have an outrageous crowd. They're about to storm the field for like the third game in a row, which, as me and Jacob had a conversation about, it's okay because they're Kansas. Yeah, Kansas +7. Give me that all day. I will ride this Kansas train till they die. I don't think they're going to lose. I think they're winning the Big 12. I love Kansas. Kansas +7. It's the only move. It's the way. It was always Kansas.
Sounds good. To wrap it up, I'm also taking Kansas +7. Who would have ever thought that, like I said, we'd have this as our game of the week, but Kansas is absolutely electric right now. Jalen Daniels is an absolute stud. They have a really solid young running back and sophomore Devin Neal, who has 333 yards and 4 TDs. And like VFC mentioned, Kansas is 5-0 against the spread, and they have a top 30 team defense statistically. That's not a shot at TCU by any means. Like B said, I respect Max Duggan. I respect the running back Kendre Miller. But I think Kansas is playing really, really good football right now. I think they cover at home. I'm also taking Kansas +7.